Hi guys, it's Top 5 Wednesday. It's super cash because I'm really not prepared and set up and things, but I didn't post last week because I was in Toronto. So this week, apologize because I have my little notes here. Top 5 authors I want to read more. Here we go. Number 5, I picked Anya Seton. She wrote the book Katherine, which I read and absolutely adored. I gave it 5 stars. It's the story about Catherine Swynford and John of Gaunt in 14th century England, and they are from the descendant lines of the Tudor and Stuart families. It's characterized as historical romance, which I wouldn't typically think I'd like. I don't normally pick up romances, but I really did enjoy this book, and although she's passed away, she has a bunch more books that look good. 2 were made into movies, so I'm eager to look them up and give her a try. Number 4, I picked Kat M. Valente. I have only read The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. So I want to finish that series. I really enjoy her whimsical writing. It takes me back to being a kid and loving like Phantom Tollbooth and things. I also want to read her Deathless and Radiance, and I like to support. She's a New England author. She's really avid on Twitter, which I like. She shares a lot of the same views as I have, so I like to support her. So speaking of whimsical, number 3, I picked MJ Rose. She is the author of the Daughters of La Lune series, and I read The Witch of Painted Sorrows. And really did like it. It's slightly historical and slightly fantastical and sort of a love story as well. She also has a reincarnationist series, so I want to check out more of her books. My number 2 author is Nathaniel Philbrick. I think I mentioned in another video, I read George Washington, Benedict Arnold, and The Fate of the American Revolution. Last year in 2016, and really enjoyed it. And I need to read, I recently picked up Mayflower, and then he has a Bunker Hill and The Last Stand, which is about Custer's Sitting Bull, etc. He has a bunch of maritime books, which I'm not as interested in, but if you are, there's the whale ship Essex and something about Moby Dick as well. I just find that it's a great way for me to learn more, and that's why I like historical fiction / nonfiction books. So I want to read more of his books. And the number 1 author I would like to read more, even though I've already read like 11 of her books, is Laurie R. I don't think she gets enough booktube love. I'm currently reading her Mary Russell series, but she also has a Harry Stuyvesant series and a Kate Martinelli series. And the Mary Russell series is actually Mary Russell and Sherlock Holmes. So she made my love for Sherlock Holmes even increase more. The series is historical fiction based, so it's loosely based off of Sherlock Holmes stories, but then Laurie usually adds one historical figure in, so you learn about them outside of the Sherlock series. So I want to read all of her books and all of her series. I really enjoy, I'm part of her Goodreads group. It's called LRK Virtual Book Club, I think. And she actually participates quite a lot in the group, which I think is awesome, and I like to support her. I could have also said like Brandon Sanderson and Neil Gaiman. Those are givens, and I really love them, but I wanted to give shout outs to authors I don't think get as much press, I guess I'll say, as those guys. But yeah, so does any of those sound interesting to you? Have you read them? Are there any authors that you find similar to these that you would recommend to me? Let me know. Happy Wednesday, guys, and happy reading. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.